Taurus, welcome to your next 6 months. This is going to be a quickie energy check-in to see what could be coming towards you. So let's just jump right into this and see what could be happening for you. I'm going to start with our moonology here. All right. Well, bam. Ooh, I like this. Believe in the impossible. You know, that word impossible, everything is possible. Not everything is probable. Probability, that's a whole nother animal. But anything is possible. If you can dream it, it can happen. Yeah. In some way or another. Look at that. We have change coming out with a 35. That lightning is really getting me there. Something is powering up, charging up here, about to break through. Something like that. Wow. I actually saw a spotted eggshell on the ground the other day. It's like, where did it come from? There's no trees anywhere. So it's always odd. I guess it could have came with the wind, right? Okay. Your energy oracle. Ooh, victory. Heck yeah. This has a chariot feel or an ace of swords feel. This could be a personal victory. Woo, but I love that. Look at that. When you believe in the impossible and you put action towards it, it looks like you would be successful and it's going to change your circumstances, possibly your life. This could be life changing, a life changing victory. Woo, that looks good. Looks good to me. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say. Ooh, okay. Yeah, dreaming. Seven of Cups, thinking something is, it's just a dream. Ah, Eight of Swords, something needs to change in your mindset. And the Three of Wands. Okay. So that change there could be about changing the way you see things, changing your relationship to your thoughts and, what you can manifest. Let's see here. Let's see what energy is crossing these. And that'll give us a better idea of what is going on here. All right, one more time. Nothing's popping out. That's fine. It's not a requirement. Oh, nice. We have, this is Gemini and Virgo, so it could be air you're working with or earth. Oh, look at that. Nine of Cups. And, ooh, the High Priestess. Wow. Okay. Taurus. That's some moon, Cancer energy there. Wow. Okay. I'm not worried about that Eight of Swords at all. And you shouldn't be either. Seven of Cups. Well, let's just look at what it traditionally means first. It could be illusions, dreams, fantasy. It could be, for some of you it might actually be your nighttime dreams, but this could be your daytime fantasies and dreams. And what is really fascinating here is this is a card of options, really just spoiled for choice. I mean, where we live and how we live as spirits in a human body, we come here because we want to be a magician. We want to create all these things in our lives in this tangible reality. That's the trick, right? Because the magician in his air form, in your thoughts, in your mind, instant. Everything you think up, it's there in your mind instantly. It's already created. If you're a writer of any kind, you know what I'm talking about. It's instant. The issue comes when we take our airy, light spirit bodies and stuff them, into the physical body. That's where things kind of slow down, the pace slow down. And so you're working with your dreams, your fantasies, but bringing those into reality. So I feel this magician here is more on that Virgo side. It's earthly, it's trying to be practical. How can you use your gifts and talents? Because we have the aces here, right? So there's something here that I feel like you're probably skilled at. I'm not sure which one of these things it is, but you're using all those things in this earthly realm to manifest a dream, a fantasy, and it might feel impossible that we see this illusion here, but you can do it. You can absolutely do it. We have this card here of pretty much infinite possibilities and choices. And that's what the high priestess is. This is that knowing right here that you can have anything you want. You know what I'm saying? Within reason, Um, yeah, there are some limitations to that. You know, if you had a certain physical defect or limitation, it might prevent you from achieving your goals in a certain way. You might be able to do it in some other way. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's the case here. I think, you know, this is a realistic fantasy or dream. I love this combo. Look at that. Look at that. So this to me is saying shed this, you know, any anxiety or thoughts of any kind that you can't have this. This is about believing in the impossible, believing in your intuition. This is the greatest card of intuition right there, right there. And wish fulfillment. You know, this is saying replace all of this because this is not the path to manifestation, wellness, happiness. This is not it. She's not really tied up. She's tied up in her thoughts. Forget it. Chuck it. Chuck this in the, you know, in the bucket, in the screw bucket. So just toss that over there and focus on what makes you happy. That's what this is about. This is the change. This is the shift that needs to happen. This is that believing in the impossible. Dreams and wishes do come true when you put your effort into it, your heart's desire, and this guy, he's kind of like a bartender, right? So to speak. And all these cups are his. And so he gets to chooses what he gives his emotion to. Don't give your emotion to this. Oh, no, no, no. That will get you nowhere fast. We don't want to get emotionally tied up to these negative thoughts and feelings. So you want to focus on the impossible. This wish fulfillment is not impossible. It's not. It's absolutely possible. And this is also about being happy in the present moment with this, the process of getting to where you want to be, because that's the longest part. That's that part of the journey that is really important. Vastly important. And there is victory all over this. There is this understanding here with this Cancer energy, Moon energy, High Priestess. She's holding this book that I like to call that. It's like the Akashic records. It's secret knowledge. It's that connection with the divine. It's the knowing that all possibilities are possible, and you're going to make it happen because you're in this energy of expectation and wanting this to happen, expecting it to happen, waiting for these ships to come in. So this is telling me with this 3 of Wands that you have made a decision and that you chose a path and you're going down that path. And that is really, really good. We see that here. And this High Priestess, she has this very broad intuition, very broad. She doesn't have a ceiling over her head. So she knows her potential is limitless. And her options are anything and everything she could possibly want. So you want to focus in on that one thing. Better it's just one thing instead of having too many irons in the fire. But this is saying I feel like you're going to have clarity over what this is, what you're wanting. You're going to see it. You're going to understand that if someone else did it, They're pulling from that same well, you know, that same river of consciousness. If someone else did it, you can do it too, but there's that understanding that you have to start somewhere. They didn't just automatically be that. That there was a path, there was a road, there was a decision, like that two of wands, you know. So I do see like a internal victory here, a triumph over the mind, and of you kind of believing that you can have this wish or dream here, Taurus. Hold on just a second. My son got me into playing Roblox Grow a Garden. It's a cute game, and it was coming up in the background with some weird sounds, so I had to change that. So this is the next 6 months. You could be embarking on a really life-changing course here, really doing something that you may have felt like was impossible. But dare to dream, Taurus. Do it. Ooh, nice. Alignment. 222. That is kind of, whenever I think of the magician, I feel like all the elements are in alignment. We have connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties, balance, life choices, card of choices here, compromise, commitment, and trust. How do you move forward toward your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. That's that Nine of Cups. That's that positive thought and positive energy. Follow your interest if it's piqued by something. Follow these routes. Will help you discover your life's purpose. I don't think you would ever forgive yourself if you didn't go for this. You'll learn something in the process. Even if things don't turn out exactly the way you expected, something is going to come of this. You know what I'm saying? But you'll never know if you don't go for it. All right, let's see what crystal is going to be good for you. And if you know what this is kind of alluding to, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments. So we have, oh, okay, self-worth, fancy jasper. It comes in a beautiful blend of colors: green for the heart chakra, stimulating self-love, believe in yourself, and the warm colors of the lower chakras for self-empowerment. Fancy jasper helps you release feelings of inadequacy and lack of self-worth. So maybe that's something that is holding you back here. It restores a sense of self-respect by quieting the critical voice inside. There's that 8. Fancy jasper helps you value the beautiful and special person that you are. Affirmation: I embrace my individuality and honor my worth. You are worth it, Taurus. So give yourself a chance. You're going to learn something about yourself in this process. So just go for it. Do it. Right? Okay, that is your quickie next 6 months. This is big. This is really big. So, yeah, let me know if this resonated with you. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.